welcome back to another video. In this video I want to talk about the covenant swap that I did and also swap my legendary out. So as you might see already, I have swapped to necrolord on my shaman, and I have changed my legendary to the primal lava actuators as it will work a little bit better with this build. So first up I switched from venthyr to necrolord. The venthyr build I did works good, but I think this build works a little bit better. Talents wise, it's actually the same. So you're still running Lashing Flames, Hot Hand, and Fire Nova with Sundering and Elemental Spirits. The level 40 and level 30 is just up to your preference. I like Nature's Guardian and Static Charge for Mythic Plus, but sometimes some of the others are better. It's dependent on the situation in either raids or the affixes in Mythic Plus. So that all stays the same, and the playstyle is pretty similar. The only thing is you don't have your Chain Harvest. You will now have Primordial Wave. This will deal a little bit of damage, and it will apply a Flame Shock to your target. But the big thing is that your next lightning bolt that you use will also hit all targets affected by flame shock for 150%, which is further enhanced with the focused lightning, which will also increase it by 9.5% per stack maelstrom. In my case it's 9.5. I just switched, so I don't have the buffed versions of the conduits yet. I think it's at 10.5 when I finally get the right renown level. So that would mean it's at 52% extra damage, and then also you get the 150% extra damage from Primordial Wave, which will be a lot of damage on the lightning bolts. Also, the Unity Legendary will give you 10% haste for 12 seconds for each additional lightning bolt generated. So you will get 6 at max, which will mean 60% haste, which is a double Bloodlust. Bloodlust is 30%. Only Bloodlust lasts for 40 seconds, and this one is only for 10 seconds. 12 seconds, that is. But still you have a small lost window for yourself with more possibly more haste than you would get with Bloodlust. You can also stack it with Bloodlust, so if you lost on a pack where you have 6 flame shocks up, use it and you'll have insane haste. The cooldown of your Lava Lash will go down insanely, and your Fire Nova will be quicker as well, so your damage will go up. Now with this build you do want to still keep applying Flame Shock, spread them with Lava Lash, and keep the Lashing Flames debuff up to keep the damage going from only the Flame Shocks. Only this time your Lava Lash will also be buffed by Primal Lava Actuators. And the cooldown is reduced by 0.5 seconds for every periodic damage on your Flame Shock. So the Lava Lash cooldown will be lower, the damage will be higher, and you will gain more haste once every 45 seconds with Primordial Wave. And then also conduit wise, you would still play Magma Fist for the additional crits on your Lava Lash to targets that have Flame Shocks. Focused Lightning for extra damage on Chain Lightning and Lightning Bolts. And the last one will be the Covenant one, Tumbling Waves. Primordial Wave has a 31% chance to not incur its cooldown. So you would have a 12-second burst window with this. If it does not incur the cooldown, you could use it again after the 12 seconds to get it again. Now that already is pretty big damage-wise. It really works pretty good. I also think this build is a bit better on single target because you could still get the 10% haste. So for bosses in Mythic Plus, you can still get the 10% extra haste that you would not get with the venthyr build. Also with the venthyr build, the cooldown is 1.5 minutes on your chain harvest. And on a boss fight, depending on how long it lasts, you can only use it once or twice. If you're lucky with Primordial Wave, you will get 3, 4, maybe sometimes I have got 5 Primordial Waves in one fight. You have to be lucky with the resets though. It's 31% for me at the moment. My max is 5 times now in a Mythic Plus dungeon on one boss fight. To get 10% extra haste for 12 seconds, which works out really good. What also is pretty nice in this build is with venthyr, you would go for crit, because you want flame shocks to crit more with the fiery skybreakers demand to get your chain harvest on a lower cooldown. With this build, you would also change from crit to mastery. You can see below here, my crit is now 26.4% and my mastery is 39.2. My mastery will increase the chance to trigger Stormbringer, but it will also increase all fire, frost, and nature damage by 39.2%. So not only the fire damage, but also the nature damage is increased. That means also your lightning bolts will deal more damage, and with Primordial Wave, they will deal even more damage, and with Focused Lightning, so it's all stacking damage increases that you get there, which is pretty nice. Also, this build works really good in the raid, but not for all bosses. Bosses that have multiple targets, those will work pretty good. On pure single target bosses, it will be a bit less good. So let's see, for Vigilant Guardian, it would be good. Skull-X, the Night Fae with Witch Doctors will work better. For Artificer Cymox, you could use both. For the ad phase, the Necrolord build will be good, but other than that, the Night Fae build will be good. This one will be better with Night Fae, I think, because the ad is down pretty quick. Prototype Pantheon is really good for the Necrolord build. Lehuvim will be better with... I think this one could work out with both, but in the end I think the Witch Doctor Wolfbone's Night Fae build will be better. Halondrus is just pure single target Anduin. You have damage checks on Anduin in the intermission phases, where you would be better off using the Necrolord build. Lords of Dread is the Necrolord build. And I think Rylon and the Jailer both are better with the pure single target build. All in all, I really enjoy this build. It's a pretty fun one to play. If you get your flame shocks up, your lava lash cooldown will be lower, so you can get the debuff on more enemies quicker, and the damage will ramp up pretty quick. In Mythic Plus, if you get the relic, you will get more cooldown reduction. Then you can just spam your Fire Nova and Lava Lash to increase your damage even further. If you use your Primordial Wave and get your haste going, your damage will be insane. I've had packs where I have been doing up to 30k DPS now, and I don't even have my full set yet. I have 2 tier pieces at the moment. I didn't get one in the raid this week and also not in the vault. So let's hope next week I can get one. And then maybe the week after I can get one more to get my 4-piece. That should increase my damage even further. But all in all, I'm really enjoying this build. Let me know what you play on your chamois. If you haven't tried it, go try it out. You can always swap back pretty easy now, so won't be too bad. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.